Yeah.
And she's going to say, sweetie, just remember, I've already agreed to go.
Yes, and I was not speaking directly to you. I was speaking to these two, and she points at them and she says, these two men. And she's not trying to insult you, she's just trying to say, are you men or not? Come on, let's go.
Do you understand that every gold piece that sits in this man's coffers is away from the people, the victims who died? Do you understand why we're trying to bleed him out? Do you understand what I'm even trying to do? No, because you're looking at the simple basics of it. What I'm trying to do is get as much as I can. How much were you planning to give to those people that were hurt or injured during this campaign? And you're going to call me not man enough to stand up and defend the people? You're going to call me a coward in front of everyone here because I won't stand up because I want to bleed this bastard for every gold piece he's worth. Don't you dare!
I agree completely. Bleeding him is fine.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
The way we are going about it is a little bit wrong. Now, of course, while Tangle is getting all upset and talking about this, the gold that she shoved down her shirt is jingling. And she's like hopping up and down mad while the gold in her shirt is jingling up and down. So, yes, there's, But yes, Tangle says, and then she takes a breath and she pauses and she walks over gently to Caral and says, listen, I do not know you well. We have only met, I don't know how many days before, some short time before. You have been beneficial to our party, and without you, I would not be here today to say so. I understand this. But I am saying that perhaps if we all come up with a group plan together, not just all of us talking at this man, but together, and then we come to him united and we say what it is we are going to do, we will be more successful. I do not speak about your manhood, I speak about your taste for adventure. And some more jingling happens.
And then Quadril, he's done. He's fucking done. So he's gonna get up and he looks over to Rox and he says, if the man gives me more gold, make sure it gets to me. I've done odd jobs for less, and then I just leave.
Tangle looks really sad when he
gone.
leaves.
Fucking gone. I'm not even saying where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
You got Tangle. You spoke to Quadril's heart. He feels ashamed.
Yeah, no, that's not it at all.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, no,
worries.
first of all, at any yelling or anything like that, I do want to separate out of character versus in character. That is perfectly fine. I love arguing at a table or anything like that.
Awesome.
So, right, I know as kind of a newer player, definitely don't get intimidated or back down by that.
I'm not.
So that's no, perfect. That's great.
I mean, it's first time Tangle spoke out. I mean, she's, got the very stereotypical redhead trait of being very, temperamental when she has to be. But no, I'm good. But Tangle looks really upset for a moment and looks like she's about to follow Quadrille out. She's torn. She's not sure.
You see Mayor Garabas just kind of looking at you, eating still.
Do we have any type of request from the mayor? Any type of sealed sack or something like that? Any backpack or anything like that?
You can have one if you wish. Yeah.
Absolutely, thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna start collecting any of the food and.
Excuse me. What do you think you're doing? A little snack for the road? It takes at least a week. The fastest way to get to Turtleback Ferry.
Well, I figured I would just take a little. I tend to get hungry at night.
Very well. You may take as much as you wish.
Rox, upon hearing that's going to stand up on the table, grab a steak, and then go.
All right.
Is there any of the scribes or record keeps? I am looking to see the families of anyone affected by these skin saw, any unsolved murders, anything like that. I'll stay at this place for a while, trying to divulge that information. I want to, I guess, lean my conversation. I have a feeling that most of the people working for the mayor aren't like him.
That is a very good guess. Aside from the emissary, it seems that people are just kind of like they're really not looking at the mayor, just kind of like stone faced. You know, just kind of avoiding.
And I mean, I'll make a blatant enough show of it and wait to see if the mayor challenges me. Any of the bottles of wine or anything like that on the table, cork them, and I'll put them in the bag.
Yeah. The mayor's just like, oh, leave some for me, he jokes. In a very, very...
And so the different people of there, I'll hint in towards Garam and everything like that, but I want them to know and them to work hard, even if it's past hours or something like that, for the families affected by these Skinsoul murders, that I want to do right by it.
Yes,
so if we can get records from them.
Yeah, they say that would be very honorable indeed. The Lord Mayor, I wish, could see that. But sometimes he is more concerned about himself, as you may have seen.
What I do want to instill in you enough is that he is just a man as any other. That the only thing that gives a politician their power is the people.
Mm-hmm.
They are not of the people if they act like this.
Carl's
And
gonna
perhaps-
start a revolution.
I want a theocracy, man.
All right.
But any of the mayor's people, I'm not talking about open rebellion. I'm more. My idea, I guess, in manipulation is to steer them into the direction of dislike for him and then agree. I want them to agree with me based on my steering of the conversation. This is stuff the mayor should have done. So.
Yeah, definitely. You still Tangle. You steal a candle holder, a golden candle
great.
holder that's ruby encrusted, and you think it could be worth about 100 gold pieces if you were to sell it.
Okay, thank you.
I'll give the food stuff that I had kind of taken with me to the different people helping me out.
Yeah, you have about 4 other people trying to help you out. They kind of gesture you this way quietly, and Mayor Garabas is like, "You are dismissed. Then you may go your separate ways if you wish." And he leads you to the kitchen. Well, it's a massive kitchen indeed, like filled with 4 long tables, about a dozen stoves, some new type of technology has been able to keep food fresh for weeks. As he is being rich enough to fill his this box somehow with ice to that doesn't really seem to melt. And stuff like that. And he says, perhaps we could get the cook to help us out. And so yeah, you can do just that. And anyone else?
Tango. I don't think Tango followed them downstairs.
No, I mean just like anyone want to chime in what they're doing?
Roxy's going to have to sit and think about it. There are a lot of things she could do right now.
Yeah, I don't want to be at that fucking place. So I'm just walking back to the temple. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to be alone with my thoughts, alone with my God, and alone with Frank. So that's what I'm doing.
No.
Aww.
Tangle is feeling, I don't know, she's got a lot of pent-up energy, a lot of tension.
Roxy gets a
She needs
delicious
to-
idea to make Quadrule feel better.
She needs to get this out of her, out of her. So she heads back to the inn and declares that there is a impromptu juggling and magic show, and she starts out her show.
All right. So you do your show, and everyone is very pleased to have such an acrobatic lady like yourself.
Maybe not with Roxy, but I'm thinking of someone else.
I mean,
When you said that, I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, well,
Just kidding.
yeah, I just realized that.
How much gold did Tangle make for that show, please?
You made about 10 gold.
Thank you.
People threw in about that much. All right.
A lucrative day.
All right. So the nighttime comes, and the feast is being set up wherever you would like, Coral.
I mean, I wasn't necessarily looking for a few. Just given anyone there who's helping me out some of the extra food stuff, and
All right. They dispatch it to families and of anyone that's left of certain families, because certain families were wiped out completely.
How many people do we have that we've uncovered to? How many families, I guess, are we looking to assist here?
It's in the teens at least so far.
In the teens.
Yeah.
Yeesh, and that's not including the. Jeez.
Oh, kitty cat.
If I remember correctly, at least 3 murders in Sandpoint.
Yeah, there's a lot to families. Yeah. So if there's anything like a basic speech you want to prepare for the families, just let me know.
I gotta figure out how to.
I
I want to contact someone, but I don't have the freaking spell to do it yet. Curse me being a sorcerer, not a wizard.
I'm basically going to plan up of about 2,000 gold from that. That'll be kind of distributed among the families. However, evenly, once I feel like I've got a good count as to the people affected by it. So if it's 20 families, you're saying teens, but
it's about
it
comes up to about like 80 or so families.
Oh, 80 or so
that
families.
are affected.
All right. Let's see here. Well,
yes, these murders went on for quite a long while.
Enough that I guess I would spend that day and perhaps the next officially visiting every family, at least in that town that I could, with a message of some type of justice, a small token, the best I could do, under these conditions of about 25 gold pieces, just to take and
which is a lot in a normal person's. That's more than a month's wage.
Yeah, I mean it's it certainly won't bring back those who have fallen. And again, pushing toward, not being overly pushy, of giving them any type of relief at the Temple of Garam.
Alright. So you do that. In the next day, I guess, you guys have the day free.
I'll have to figure out how
since Carl's doing this.
I'll have to figure out how much this will cost, because actually, I'm gonna, before I leave, I'm gonna approach the Lord Mayor, and I'm gonna cast him a spell myself, so I become super persuasive.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask him, do you know anyone that I could get a sending spell with? There's someone I wish to contact.
Absolutely. My house wizard probably has a scroll for you. He sends for him and he hands you a scroll.
Nice. I'm gonna have to roll for that.
Nope. He's so grateful for his life that little things like that mean that something that doesn't glitter means nothing to him. So he's like, when he wanted gold, he's like, whoa, what? But little things like this, he's like, sure, I don't care.
All right. I'm gonna have to figure out how to say as much as I can in like 25 words.
All right. So what are you doing then?
Well, Quadrule's all depressed. I could talk to him, but I feel like it's kind of biased just because, well, Roxy's only his best friend and everything. So he's I'm gonna just look at all his long life history that I know of, all 1 month of it. And he's only has Irori, who probably won't respond after blowing up a clock tower for him, just saying, yeah, you've gotten enough from me for a while.
Called in the favor. Yep.
Yeah. He's got Frank, who can barely say his name. And then he's got Shalelu, so I'm just gonna see if Shalelu I'd be willing to visit.
Okay. Before you do that, actually, Quadrule, you actually see Shalelu. This is before you do the spell.
Oh, okay.
Quadrille, as you walk into your room, you see Shalelu standing there.
Wow.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Interesting. I say it's a pleasure to see you again. I can't say the timing is the best.
All right. I have talked to the mayor here, or not the mayor himself, but this is the next day.
You noticed Roxy kind of poke her head and say, "Wow, I am so awesome."
I am
She
good.
doesn't need. I need to have to use the scroll. She puts. She goes. Leaves.
She goes, I heard that, as she takes a step towards you, I heard that you are on your way to Fort Rannick.
That's where my party is going. I haven't made up my mind if I'm going with them or not, but they're a loyal group, and most likely I'll be going, but I'll let them sweat it out.
As she kind of takes your hand in hers, and she says, "Be careful, it's dangerous. I would very much like to go with you."
We can't. I could turn down the help. And I kind of like lift my jaw up a little bit, and I say I kind of just had a run in with a skin saw zombie thing. I don't know what it was called.
All right. Tell me all about it, as she gestures you to the bed, and fade to black. We fade to black there. Put Quadrille outside. I mean, not Quadrille, but Frank. Put Frank outside.
Roxy takes Frank on he gets a free ride on the giant tiger.
Alright, Frank is biting the giant tiger, but Roxas cannot feel it. Alright, Coral, you go around throughout the day.
Anyone from the mayor as well, of maybe someone so that we're not showing up, here's 25 gold, a actual list of who the person is, who we think may have fallen. Quadrule, I guess not at this point. Tangle, you'd be more than welcome. Roxy, more than welcome to come along. This is what I'll probably be spending the next day doing.
Tangle.
Yeah, Roxy will come along.
Tangle wants to use the time to do some shopping for a few more poisons and perhaps some things that'll help her along in her profession.
All right. 1 second. Let me.
Now, there is one thing I'd like to buy with my own funds.
Okay, there's something. Let me do this real quick. Oh no! Yeah. What?
What?
What the fuck was that?
In a dragon attack, you learn. What do we learn?
That's really weird.
Nothing works.
There you go. It meant to be a whisper. Oh well.
I didn't see anything. I didn't see a damn thing.
So.
Whoa. Okay.
You go throughout that day. Coral, you do your thing. Roxy, you get your stuff. Tangle, any stuff that you wish to acquire, you have the gold for it.
Yep,
I
so I'll
believe
just do
so.
it.
You can go ahead and do that.
There's only one thing I don't. Oh, I could probably sell the stuff. Sell some of our stuff, huh?
As long you already gave away the mask to the Templars long ago, so.
Right. Okay. I'll make a note of that.
Can Tangle buy any black market items? Can you just include that in her shopping for the day? She knows where that is. She has knowledge local.
Yeah, you can do that. Like any poisons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you know where that poison shop is here anyway.
Yes,
so.
I do. I have been there before, yeah.
Actually, what I'd be looking to then is, well, yeah, I guess I'm wandering around. So that'll be this day. Next day, I'd still like to There's still more in this town to investigate.
All right.
baby.
So the beginning of the next day, you think you've gotten all the families taken care of, and now.
Oh, one thing. I'd like to craft an item off screen, and I need Carl's help. If you could spare a Speak with Dead spell, I'd be really grateful. Robe of Arcane Heritage, it lets me get access to some bloodline powers early. Treat my current ones as a higher level.
It's fine with me. It's I can let
Is this day 31 or 32 now?
32, I believe.
Yeah,
Okay.
32.
Sweet.
All right, so you craft your item. Any you wanna?
It'll take about 4 days, but I can start on it now.
So you can like kind of pause on it.
Yeah, you can pause on it.
All right. So, as you're all getting ready to head out, Shalelu says there's a couple ways that we can go. On horseback, it's by foot, by traveling the north bank of the Yonda Bakari River. It takes about 2 weeks. On horseback, it takes about a week. But there is a ferry, a river barge that goes from Yonda Bakari and Skull Rivers to from Magnamar to Turtleback. And it would take about 6 days, about a day less than horseback.
Is there anything running there? They haven't heard contact from.
Well, no, it's a ferry that at Magnamar that can go there. It will take you there.
It's not a ferry, I guess, that runs normally. I mean, because they had said that they haven't heard any contact from these people, and if I understood that correctly, right?
It is not a regularly run ferry, no. But you can pay the man to go there. I mean, the Lord Mayor will pay it.
Oh. And can it take a horse on it? Can
yes,
we walk on
it is a barge.
Yes. Okay, good.
Oh, I mean, to hell with it. I'd prefer to just take the boat there. But, oh, no, I wouldn't.
Mhm.
Never mind. No.
Carl doesn't
sorry.
like the water.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it now. I'm thinking, yeah, no, Carl's, why don't we just go by horseback?
I could.
Tangle says, I prefer to take the ferry. It's quicker.
Well,
Well-
Tangle, let me, hold up my shield there. Remember when we were on our way here,
Yes.
and I had found this,
Yes.
alright? And it served me well, right?
Yes.
You think you're gonna find that just on the open water? For the one who loved adventure, I would expect adventure to be found
Nice.
on land, not by sea.
Oh, adventure can be found anywhere. Good friend, but
Turtleback Ferry, I see it.
uh
Oh, we'd be going up a river, by the way. It's not like an ocean or something like that. There are cities on the way there.
Yeah.
I don't know
Let me,
how much Matt wants to role play it out. The whole Verigia map is probably better than the hinterlands.
You can pull up the Verigia map on the
Okay.
Hangouts there, on the
Can I
map
put
of
this into the
Venetia.
Hangouts?
Here it is.
not the Hangouts, but the journal,
in the journal tab.
the handouts. Yeah.
Sure.
Did we lose Zach? What the hell?
We lost that.
Yeah, you are at the
He'll be
bottom left
back.
of Magnamar, and this river right here. We'll take you up that way. All right.
There he
Zach.
is.
My bad. I copied Verigia into the Google chat, trying to put it on the screen, but it again just made it a picture and kicked me.
All right.
Where are we?
You're at the bottom. What
Uh-oh.
the?
Oh, now Jess is gone.
God damn it! Everyone's going away.
I think they might.
We're at
that is so
Magnamar.
goddamn
Yeah,
small.
Magnamar.
Magnamar is the southwest corner,
Oh, that little.
and we're taking it up the river past Wardle, Whistledawn, Illusurian.
Up towards
Turtleback
Ashwood. Up towards Ashwood. Towards
I'm
more of
getting-
the center of the map.
Okay, Quadrille is actually getting a little excited about the fact that he doesn't have great memories of the Cinderlands, but that's his homeland, man.
Yeah.
Karamarga, Cinderlands. the thought of going back there after the time he spent in Sandpoint, Magnamar is kind of exciting. So he's starting to get into it a little bit more.
Yeah, well,
I didn't realize where Throwback Ferry was.
by land would be a much better way to go there, though, wouldn't it? I mean,
It takes a little bit longer.
Tango
I don't know.
mumbles that we should throw the dwarf on the ferry and get going.
The Quadril's only worried about Krakens, and you won't find them on the river. So let's go ferry. I'm good with that.
Tango votes for ferry.
Fairy sounds good.
God.
All right.
Dude,
Oh,
well, you get to
Roxas
play
votes
out
for
Coral's
Fairy.
Fear of Water now. That'll be funny.
It's
So-
an awesome roleplay opportunity for lots of puking over the side.
You go like, God.
It's awesome.
All right, so Shalelu is very excited to go by ferry as she's tired of going by land all the time. So you guys go there, and the man's name is Duncan. Duncan is the guy who controls the barge. He wears an eye patch, has a scar over his left cheek, and wears a hat.
Hey, look at this. We're
A
Twinkies.
straw hat. All right. So, and he goes, "Where can I take you?"
We're going to
This be the mighty river. Sorry, he just cut you off. Oh yes, you're going to where? Sorry,
Turtleback Ferry.
Turtleback Ferry. Ah, fuck me, that's a long ways.
This is a family show. Not really.
Fuck me, Jesus Christ. People.
6 days on the water, man.
Ah, I
If
can
you really
make
want to
it.
travel with a guy like this, we really should.
Let's set off. As he starts getting the lines ready to set off. Put everything on. Let's go.
And Tangle looks menacingly, as best she can for her tiny self, at Coral, and is just like,
He
"Get on."
goes, "Oh, by the way, free complimentary eye patches as you enter the ferry."
Tangle grabs two.
All right.
Roxy decides to pass on it, but then Roxas kind of nudges her, and she's like, "Oh, fine." She puts one on Roxas.
Roxas is now wearing an eye patch. A 10-foot tiger wearing an eye patch. Fantastic.
Corall's miserable. Gets on it.
He sets off. This first
Roxy's like, "Oh yeah, that's right. Dwarfs sink, don't they?"
This first leg of the stream is very calm, but then we get into the rapid waters. So, let's go. And he pushes
Sounds
off,
good.
and a day goes by, and nothing really happens. You know, Coral, it's very slow moving, so it's not too bad right now. No rocking, really. It's a fairly decent-sized barge. By the way, hi, Scruffy MC. I didn't see you say hi, so hi. If you're still there watching. Anywho, so yeah, you set off, and the second day, nothing happens, and the third day, you get into some rough waters. The boat's rocking back and forth. It's craziness. You see some rocks up ahead, but the guy, you know, he's able to steer clear of things for the most part. A small leak happens.
Oh,
like-
actually, that is a
Oh.
strong point. Boy with no name and
Yeah.
Godchild are coming with us. I'm sorry.
Are they?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Our,
sorry.
What about our Twinkies? The two brothers that we saved from the asylum. Saved?
They're at the
They're at
Coral's
Gorm's
Fist.
Yeah,
Durrock's
they're
Fist or whatever.
They're still preparing that. But is that where we're gonna have them for the rest of the campaign? For
Yeah,
It's until you guys go
that's
back.
a pretty safe location. I mean, we
Yeah.
cleared it out and everything.
It was just as it was Davarok's fist.
Davarok's
Earl
fist.
Davarok. But
Maybe-
just as a minor correction there, too.
no, that's fine. Yeah.
So
Alright, cool.
on the next day though, the water calms down. He goes, "We're approaching the deep part of the river," and you can't even see the bottom of the river. It's so dark. It's very, very deep black color.
I can make the item with Carl's help.
And all of a sudden, the barge rocks back and forth. He goes, "Oh, that's very strange." And it rocks back and forth again. Perception check. Anyone that's looking.
Well, I'd assume that I'm held over the side of the boat.
Let me.
Ugh, I don't see anything.
I have to dig
That
up
was
my.
mine.
Jessa and Coral.
Look at the pretty waves. That's
Actually,
what,
just
that's
Coral
what Quadra sees.
so far.
Sorry, one sec.
Alright.
Okay, there we go. Seeing Eye Tiger.
Good roll, Coral.
And I guess Roxy will get one.
Alright,
Roxy's
Coral,
like,
you're over the boat, kind of heaving, and you see this massive figure
God damn it, Kraken.
I knew it.
come up
River
and
Kraken.
pop up right where you are.
You gotta
7
be goddamn
heads
kidding me.
loom over the
Oh,
barge.
Oh, it's a Hydra.
7 heads loom over the barge right in front of you. Initiatives.
You gotta be goddamn kidding me.